This picture business is tougher to get into than I figured.
Don't worry. A bad beginning is a good ending.
Certainly. If at first you don't succeed, keep on sucking till you do succeed.
Is that a Kraken? Sure is.
Don't worry, Pauper's got you covered.
You saved hundreds when you switched.
Okay, cool. And he's really destroying my car.
How do you know it's a he?
We're on a mission to save you money.
Propaganda, it's a time for propaganda. Time to grab your brews and your commons. Propaganda, open up your best ideas. Time to watch deluxeicoff brew a deck for you.
All right, we're back. It's Saturday. Dreamer, Stingo, Bacon Master joining me nice and early. Thank you, guys. Mind Stab Throw with a little adios for the next few weeks. We will miss you. The cardinal rule for me and just staying fresh with ideas and stuff is play what you like. It technically hasn't been long enough to have a drought with this deck because we played it about 3 or 4 months ago, and I usually like to go at least 6. But I've just been in love with Campfire. If all of you that follow me on the common tab or community tab of YouTube will find out. And it fit like a glove in this one. Even though we already have 4 Pulse of Murasas, it's so good at just rebooting your hand once you've stripped all the lands out and get everything back. Anyway, more on that in a second. We've got 3 hideouts, 2 forests, all the rest basics. We got 2 seats, 4 bridges, and 1 tails because we can fetch them with things like Trinket Mage. 3 dispels, main 4 Preordain, 1 witching well, all 4 campfires. I tried 3, didn't like it, went up to all 4. 1 Gingerbrute for those just sneaky matchups. You can go grab it if you want to go steal the Monarch and such. 2 Viridian Longbows to do our thing. We got 1 Tormod's Crypt. All of these are fetchable, by the way. We are using the Longbow in combination with Recluse and Vipers and 1 Winged Coatl just because of the threat of Guardian of the Guild pack. And it's nice to have a instant answer to some flying ambush or whatnot because we have so many Pulse of Murasas that a lot of times you don't always have to have the combo, right? You can just use these as removal. So in that way, it's a pretty organic list. We've got 4 Counterspells, 4 Trinket Mages, and 2 Kenku is kind of our secondary win con. It's a bit of our finisher here. In our sideboard, we got 1 more Tormods, all 4 blasts, 3 Annuls, 4 Terrifying Presence. This is really good with Deathtouch creatures because your guy lives, kills something, and you fog. 2 Return to Nature, so we can actually deal with stuff that slips through our removal. And 1 Echoing Truth, because one of the cards I don't like to see the most is the, what's that dude that makes all the bird tokens? The Mesmeric Walker or something like that. I forget what his actual title is. But anyway, so yeah, more on that in a bit. We'll catch up in the chat here and see what's going on. Woo! Campfire is super good. Yes, AZN2K2. Let's go. Thank you for the hype. And all the goods here. All right. Why is... Okay, that's true. Alrighty. Murmuring Mystic. That's the one. All right, we'll keep this hand. It's just an honest hand. There's not too much more to it here. All right. I'll just lead off with a Campfire Go unless we top deck a Preordain or something. I almost played Simic... what do you call... What if we got the new Slime Against Humanity card here? Okay. All right. Creature base, another Simic matchup. Here we go. We'll get our Campfire out early and often. Hopefully we just top deck a land and we can just drop Ambush Viper next, Trinket Mage follow up, and then have Death on a Stick. So I've never seen one. This is the first time I've seen a Slimes Against Humanity list. I don't think the card, it's kind of up there with like rats with black. I haven't seen one work yet, but I've heard a lot of people saying they have something that's close, so maybe this will be it, and we're just going to get trounced here. Who knows? Okay, yeah, we'll just EOT the Ambush Viper here in case I got some sort of trick. Been watching a lot of the new Avatar on Netflix. I really like parts of it and really don't like other parts. I think the writing is really solid for as far as the architecture of how they've merged everything. That Airbender series, but some of the acting and a lot of the editing isn't helping the acting. But overall, I'd probably give it about a C or a C plus for the whole series. There's some episodes that are really good and other ones a little to be desired. So we shall see. All right, let's do this. We could probably power up the Kenku and just swing with Campfire, given the colors that our opponent's playing right now, but I don't want to mess about. We've already hit our land, so we'll go get part of our combo here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Where are you? There you go. Look at all these options. Witching Well's really growing on me. And we can attack with Reckless Abandon because a 3 doesn't do anything against this blockade, right? Yeah, their Avatar Airbender universe is going to be going crazy in the next few years. They are doing complete standalone seasons on everything everybody wanted, like after the War of Angle, they have what's the other one? They're going to do one on Kyoshi. These are all animated series. It's pretty crazy. I kind of been geeking out on it in anticipation of the new one coming out. So if you have any questions on the series, I'm about as good as YouTube is right now with regards to all that stuff. So, alrighty. Well, we got to use all our mana, so let's just bring this out and get our stuff on board here. Blunk, blunk. I'm just going to do it now in case he's got some sort of trick. Maybe they'll realize that we've got death on the stick here. If we find some counter magic, we'll be fine. Next turn. Let's see what they're going to turn up here. Turn up, turn up. All right. We'll keep that over here in the bowels of secrecy. Discard all the cards in your hand, then draw that many cards. Woo! Good, good. Whoa, I've never seen this Ash Barrens before. Check it out. Yeah, that fits the name. That looks like a industrial ash for sure. Oh, I'd recommend Korra Bacon Master. It's different, but boy, it's got some gems. You get to meet Varric, probably one of my favorite characters of all time. That dude's awesome. All right, well, we're not going to be doing much on the way of attacking here, so let's 2, 3. If I bring out the Kenku, I'm just going to start attacking with the Campfire. That's kind of clunky line, but that way we can throw out a Viper end of turn and at least get some attacking going on here. You know you're playing Magic when a Campfire is attacking you in the air. I wonder if the coals just drop down like hail or something after it's swung around or whatnot. But okay, I've drawn lots of cards. We've got the answer here. Abundant Harvest showing up. We'll be taking out Augur if nothing else progresses here. Flashing in our Ambush Viper. I used to call this deck Flash Gordon. It's up there with our 2 oldest decks in Propaganda lore. This and Wide Infect were 2 of the first decks that I kind of became known for being a rogue brewer and streaming and stuff and actually doing well. I've taken this over the years to 2 different Sunday challenges, and I've been in the top 16 both times. So it's pretty real. Takes quite a bit of playing around. And as you remember, about a year ago, I was playing a fairy and ninja version of this. I just feel like this one seems to be doing a little bit better. 2, 3. I feel like I'm going to want to... I'm going to keep the Viper plan back. I'm going to go get a Tormod's Crypt here. Yep. Where are you? There you are. Could get the other blade, but I'm not going to. We're going to do that. Pretend that we have counter magic. Let's, guess we can kill some stuff, right? Watch, they have some hasted version of, what would you call? I'll just go on through here. See if he wants to kill something. We get in for half the life. That's not too bad, right? Well, we might find a Dispel. Not that we're going to be able to draw it. Hey, look at that. It's almost like they know, right? Bottom, top. Let's go. Something tells me to do this right now. Bloop. Bye-bye, graveyard. What a great game, getting punched in the face by a Campfire. Yeah. You know, as long as I've played this game, there's always about once a week, I'm sure there's something I've never done before, and this feels like it. All right, here they come. But again, it's not too scary. Kill one, shoot the other. Or how about we just shoot them both? Kill. Equip. Kill. Attack. All right. Boom, ba-doom, boom, boom. Simic. We seem boarded a little bit here. I don't think we're going to need Gingerbrute. I don't think we're going to need Dispel in 3. Things could get out of hand. We might not have the combo early and such, so let's bring these in here. Crypt doesn't work against slime. I didn't even bother reading it, but I'll take your word for it. And Echoing Truth would be nice to have against all those tokens, right? I think that's all I'm going to do. Oh, it's like the tokens, right? We saw some card draw that I don't really want them to have access to, but yeah, thank you for the insight there, Bacon Master, or I mean Dreamer Stango. So we're good here. Let's see what we can do. If we get run over real bad, we'll bring in all 4 Terrifying Presence, but for right now, I feel like we've got this. Oh, this is an Chimpskey. I didn't even realize who we were playing against. Okay. Boom. I like this. We'll keep it. Not the fastest hand, but hard to say no to Preordains, right? I got into a Preordain hiccup the other night. Oh my God. I kept a 1-lander with Preordain on the draw, which is usually right with 21 lands. Boy, it wasn't. I'm just going to bring out the bridge. Bring out the bridge. Given this sequence, I think if we don't draw anything better, I believe playing Witching Well and then Brokers Hideout, maybe not. Who knows? Pelagi, all right. There it is. We're not going to be doing too much attacking. There's a Tangle, a bit of a Simic Fog engine with the Tangle on the side. Maybe I'll need that for you know what. What am I talking about here? Yeah, let me bring out the well. Let's see what we're going to see. Okay, this is a bottom top. And we'll play this and make sure to get our bow this time. Bloop, boom. We don't need a campfire here. Bottom, top. Draw it. And we should be set. Now we can Trinket Mage other stuff. By now, I'm sure he's got an answer for artifacts, so I might want to get the other longbow and just hold it in hand. They got some sort of naturalized shenanigans. Yeah, I think Nim was, over the weeks, has been talking about this list, but I know he said, I believe he can only make the top of the show, so I think he showed up to play, and then he's got another event to go to or whatnot, so we will see. Been killing it in pickleball lately. We played a pretty subpar team, but it made us feel like Superman. We won every single game. All right. Let us think what we're going to do here. I don't want to bring this out until I've got the goods. Yeah, I could have the goods here. Let's EOT the Ambush Viper. It's kind of a slow role play, but whatever. Blop. Here we go. Wonder if he's switched everything around, like take out all the slime and just turn into a millstone list. That'd be a pretty neat little switcheroo at halftime. But yeah, bottom line, sometimes, I have a little checkbox of like, I've played this deck within this much time and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, you know what? This is what I want to be playing right now. So sue me. Instead of twice a year, maybe I'll play it 3 times a year. Makes for the best shows when I'm interested in the list. Sometimes I've tried to shove stuff out because it's mathematically correct or it's on point or it's a new card that's been spoiled, whatnot. It's like, yeah. Let me, let's just get our engine online. I mean, we could search for something here. As far as, I'll just hold back. It would be nice to have a Dispel here. We might be risking this longbow, but I'm okay with that just because we have a Trinket Mage in hand and we can just do it again. Plus, it's a little bit of a free duress. Getting the growth chamber back. Interesting. Not a fan of these forests. That Ash Baron is striking. That really stands out. I love me some orange haze. Good times. All right, we'll shoot this dude. Come on back. All right. Yeah, I guess we Kenku here. Do this. Attack for 5, I guess. I don't really care about this guy. If he wants to block, that's fine. They do. Okay. We'll preordain now. Set up. Look for some counter magic. Another poison creature is not bad. Actually, both of these aren't bad. Say top. Really like to find some counter magic, but it'd be nice to solidify our base here if they have a way of dealing with the Tangle Bridge or the bow combo here. Death Deluxe. Yeah, this has had many names over the year. Flash Gordon, Death Deluxe, Deathtouch Ping, Simic, Sting. I just made that one up. It is neat, though, watching the new live-action Airbender with the family. It's kind of what, you know, brought the kids into animated TV and different ages. And like I said, between the original series, we've easily seen each one just so many times. It's not even close. All right. Note to self, this seems like more of a fog plan. Games 2 and 3, I'm assuming. Uh-oh. This is going to be a long one. Very Chimpskey-like. It's... All right. Let's get our mana right. Let's shoot. Let's attack. We're probably getting fogged here. All right. You know what? The presence of the other thing, maybe I should just hold back and just Witching Well at the end of turn. I think I'm going to do that. This little perfect Weather the Storm mana here. Let's open this up. Never been a big fan of this card. All right. Yep, he went with the mill plan. So maybe I shouldn't Witching Well. Every time I take out my single Tormod's Crypt, it seems like a good idea, and then I regret it. So graveyard stuff comes in games 2 or 3, and so I'm going to take a chance here. We'll draw some cards, even though we're playing right into their hand. Dispel feels really good here. Not too good. I think I might want to just shoot him. We'll just shoot them EOT there. Let's bring out one critter and then just pass. Probably start using that bow on their face. Of course, with Weather the Storm, that's not going to be much of a race, is it? However, we do have our campfires. That might be a good thing if our stuff gets out of hand. We can play that out and then counter their board. We'll shoot Augur. And here we go. Okay. Let's shoot that. I will use Trinket here. I'll actually go find. I do believe they did that little flipperoonie. I'll bring out Campfire. We're probably going to get Weather the Stormed here. Maybe even after a Tangle on top of everything else, but we'll leave these back. Yep. There's that. Yeah, it's not worth countering that. Here it comes. Boop. 9 life, or 12, I should say. Too much. It's going to be a long battle if I have to use the longbow. I always like the art of Stream of Thought. It's really cool. Oh, lots of good stuff. We'll be able to pull some Murasa back just about any target here. There's 2 Campfires. Frustration. I don't think there's a reason to gain life here. Probably should anyway, but I'm just trying to watch out for time here. Let me preordain. All right, cool. Bottom and top. Bring this out. Attack with everything. Get in some damage here. Yeah. It's a whole lot of cards. There's only 2 lands in there that we're caring much about, so let's just chill. Yeah, that's what I mean. Every time I take out my 1 copy of that, I regret it. Kind of showcases how cool Campfire can be, the second ability, right? Pulse of Murasa. Keeping them involved. I should probably be keeping up on this stuff. Bloop, bloop. Here we go. Deep analysis. Bring them all back. There we go. Of course, with this line of sight, we don't really have much to do with Pulse of Murasa, but we'll get there. Let's see. Shall we go like this? Probably walk right into a tangle. Hey, Torvis in the house. All right. Should we counter it? Let's try it. They gotta weather the storm behind this. It'll suck. All right, that sucks. Well, at least we made them use 2 of them, right? Boop-a-doom. Got a few options here. We could bring out Winged Coatl. But I like just equipping this here so we can shoot stuff. I have this CBD oil from this lady out of Las Vegas for, you know, pain and stuff. Been doing so much backhand, my shoulder's a little sore, so I just smell like some perfume factory because it's cool. It's not very feminine. It's very flowery, like eucalyptus, which is one of my favorite scents of all time. Smell. I'm getting so bad at this. I ought to just leave this closed down. I'm not a good steward of exiled cards. All right, I'm just going to kill this now. Bloop. I don't like stuff with power. Are we going to deck the mill deck? That'd be funny, right? You should make a commercial for Phyrexian THC oil. That's a pretty good idea, Dreamer Stingo. Yeah, send me that on the email if you would for like a little reminder. I'm getting so behind and clobbered with just so much stuff to edit. And now I just got some union warning that I didn't take some PC like sexual harassment class in time. I'm like, I never even heard about it. And so now I got some penalty I got to accrue, and probably the whole time I'm uploading this video, I'll probably be watching one of those boring videos on, you know, how to talk about that stuff in the workplace or whatever. That's weird. Kill, attack. It's gonna be a slog. I think we just EOT the Winged Coatl there. Be really nice to have some instant counters and stuff, but oh well. Yeah, note to self. If we get to game 3, I'm gonna have to bring in the Crypts here. Quite a few of them Moments Peace things hanging out. All right. Alrighty, there's that. Might as well. Bloop. Pow. It's got like fade away, maybe. I haven't seen one in the yard. You think you might see that there? Thank you there, Dreamer Stingo. Always nice to have a little update on what's a flying around. Blonk. We could use just about anything here. I'm just doing this to do it because they are tapped out. We don't need Pulse. Sure, let's go look for some more cards. Top. Why not? We need lands. We need just about everything. That's pretty cool. We can go, I only have one option if I do it that way. I'm just going to slow roll this. Say top, top. Bring another land here. I'm just going to keep bringing out creatures until I see a reason not to. I've got quite a nice free attack here. Or free, I mean, just got to hit them hard. Oh, all right, cool. Win-win. Maybe, I don't know, saw the double whammy of the Campfire. Who knows? But I appreciate him speeding things along there. Seemed a little inevitable. Here we go, game 2. I think last week's show was 3 hours long. I don't know what happened last week. I blinked and it had like 7,000 views. And I'm like, what did I do? Was it, I don't know. I'm not really into the clickbaity thing. And I was like, I was looking for an anomaly of why that one would stick out. Because like in 24 hours, it like dwarfed every other start video for quite a while. I was blown away. Yep, we're still on that manicos.com. Been in love with it. Saved us last game. Saved us just about every game. In a deck that draws a lot of cards, it's a good thing to have. Hey, hello. Named Chimpskey. We didn't know that was you till sideboarding. Like everybody in chat too. It was like, I didn't expect it. Ba-ba-da-bum. Now if they just come out with something like Campfire but for poison infect, I think proliferate infect is really going to be a thing in the not near future, but as sets go on, because unless they come up with some sort of like remove poison counter effect, we'll bring that out. I don't like to bring out the bow even in game 1 until I've got something to do with it. Just throwing it out there as some sort of sacrificial artifact lamb. I know we have 2, but sometimes they can be hiding from you. I didn't even know what a Chimpskey was until today. Best comment yet. All right, we have a lot of poison in our hand, which is a good thing because we're probably going to lose a few of them to counter spells. Come on, land. No. This is weird. All right, let's try to play correct magic here. Bottom. Enough poison critters. Cool. Go get another island. Actually, with this hand, it might favor a forest here. Let's grab a forest. Really confuse our opponent, huh? All right. Yes, Cheshire Human. I dust this off about every 6 months. It's been a little sooner just because of the Campfire edition I really like. Oh, God, I would have loved to have instant speed Ambush Viper there. Oh, well. If we really want to top deck a land here, I've got to remember I am not playing Chimpskey with Mill again. Life does matter. Here we go. Land. Okay, not a land. I believe Surprise might be the better sequence here. I'm going to play this out, and we're just going to try to ambush Viper, and hopefully they don't have... maybe they tap out, attack me and stuff. See, you can be forgiven for walking into a Flash Critter deck at least game 1. Not too many of them out there. Come on over, Thorn. Let's see you like tap out for some other stuff, right? This is probably going to get countered. I'll just do it now. Bloop. Out they come. Make them use their mana on their turn. Don't think I want to equip that. Seems like walking into just a time walk removal spell. Yep, there's Snuff Out. That's good against us. I play so much black a lot of times I've got kind of like a free spell against those decks. But all right, we've got that and that. Let's bring out 2 critters this time. Bring out this dude. Should we bring out the other? Save the surprise for something else. Let's just keep it at that. I don't think they're going to be giving up Monarch anytime soon. This is when I do miss having the Spell Stutter Sprite package in here. Winged Coatl would be a nice top deck. Little clunky of a card, but that evasion is really key end of turn. Okay, there's that. I can't really spoil the surprise, so I guess we let this go and hope he attacks or taps out. Hey, it's another Campfire list. This is going to be a long one. No attackies. Boom, boom, boom. Viper. Okay. I do not want to equip that right now. See if we can just get the creatures off the board. Make them use some removal here. Okay, they're going to trade. Not too bad. 6 cards in their hand, soon to be 8. I think I want to pulse now because our opponent is what to get though. I need lands, I need just about everything. I guess we bring back a Viper. Yeah, I think Rancor is a little overkill. Not in agreement on that one. Bone Splitter, maybe. That comes in and out of this list all the time. I just don't like seeing it. I almost put in Darksteel Axe so I had another target of indestructibility. I rarely fire up the Bone Splitter to speed things up. All right. Bazooka Bog. Oh, just in time, too. Well, they're only getting 2 critters out of the deal. Not too bad. It'd be nice if we had an active Campfire. We could bring it all back, but I don't know if I'd even want to do that. So now we've got 5, 6, 7 cards out of lands out of our list. That feels pretty good. Trinket Mage would be a nice top deck. Actually, Winged Coatl will probably be the best thing, but I'm pretty sure at this stage they're going to have plenty of those. Yeah, it is Dreamer Stingo, but it's just great cards don't always make the cut. Ah, that feels good. Okay. Let's bring out a little Sacrificial Lamb here. If it wasn't blocked, draw a card. I know we've got Viper in hand. Not too big of a mystery here. Going to take quite a bit for me to use that Counterspell. Probably wait till after I equip and then have some sort of answer for like Snuff Out number 2. At least that's the theory. After all this, our opponent's only up 1 card. Seems like they've had Monarch for 30 turns. Let them hit. We're going to just be getting this life back anyway. There's a capsule. All right. It's like a Trinket Control I think we're up against. I almost played that today. That's always a fan favorite. The old days of MTG gathering strat. Let's see what they do here. 1, if not both of these are dead. Oh, I should have gained some life there. That was a mistake. Now it isn't. Haha. Deathtouch. Between the block and the capsule, they've got us here. Probably equip. That capsule is really nice in this scenario here because it's not like we can... we just kind of have to walk right into it. Yeah, that's why I almost played it today in Chimpskey, the Trinket Control. Maybe I'll take a break from Campfire for a week or 2 and then come back. That deck gets a lot of love. Not all the numbers, but man, people just come out of the woodwork. They're like, I haven't seen this in years. I love this list. whatever I equip, they shoot. So don't equip, right? Maybe just attack with both. Let's look into the future, shall we? We do have Pulse of Murasa. Umbugo, thank you for the sub. Bugmo, I think, right? Appreciate that. All right, we like both of this. Of course, we're not going to see it anytime soon. We'll say top. I get that Dispel out first. And I'm just going to attack with both. Jessar, human, you may be right. And our plan to do anything about it with, running them out of cards. They already have Campfire in tow, so yeah. This might be Scoopsville. You might be right. I feel like we're getting a little too behind here. Okay. Sit back on. Tempted to trip the well. See what happens here. I gain some life. Yeah, what's the price on Campfire now? Has it been going up since last week, or is it about the same? I never look into those things. I'm not a good Magic economist. When new cards come out, I buy all the good ones, and that's it. All right, I think this is counter-worthy, especially after seeing the Undying shenanigans and such. We'll do this. No refill for you. They're already at 7 cards. Ugh. Let's concede here. It feels like we're playing from behind. All right. Now, let's bring in some Artifact Hate. We'll bring in Return to Natures. Annuls would probably be good. We'll keep one of these here. Gingerbrute's good. Probably lose 1 Campfire. What else? Do like this. So many blockers. They're probably going to have Suffocating Fumes, so these get a little bit weaker, so I'm going to take out one of those. Only got the 2 cards here. Ooh, yeah, it's getting pretty pricey, huh? I'm just considering if Annul might be better than Dispel in this matchup. Take out 1 Dispel. Let's get rid of this, and then maybe 1 more Campfire. Let's go. Let's see what we can do here. Probably target number 1 on the blade. There's one that costs 1 green and it exiles all of these options, but it's the opponent's choice. So, whoa! He bought them when they were 40 cents. That's pretty awesome. Tormod's Crypt. A little bit of a worry in the back of my mind with Campfire because it just fits in so many things and keeps red at bay and keeps mill at bay, and it's even when those scenarios don't happen, it's just so neat. Mid-game, you've got like 10 or 11 lands out, and the density of your deck, the quality of draw, if you repopulate it, is so good. It's just never dead. All right, our opponent is really, really looking into this. Annul. Thought of Steel Sabotage, but doesn't seem to deal with said issue until it's a little too late. This is such a card. Like I said last week, I think we talked about that. There's so many good choose 1 cards. It's just, those are always good cards. Oh, budget friendly for this one? I mean, I think you just load up our last video of it. That's probably the best way to roll about it. I mean, it had like a Bone Splitter. I think it had 1 more Witching Well. Yeah, Quiet Disrepair would be nice, but we have already got the life gain options, so All right, I like this. We'll keep. Just going to lead out with Bridge. I've made I haven't made a Quiet Disrepair list in a few years, but I remember making some really fun, frustrating lists. Now it's just subpar because there's so many ways to gain life that are more powerful. We're looking at one of them in Campfire, right? And like Weather the Storm and stuff. But back in the day, that was pretty hard to beat for just sheer, like, wow, that's a lot of life. All right. Let's bring this out. Get our Campfire in action, and we'll just hold back, gain some life. The troll has entered the building. Guess we'll do this COT. Just gain some life. Get things right in the world. Alrighty. Let's sit back. Just all about the counters right now. What is this? A Trinket Mage. We will allow it. What are they finding? Let's see. Shall we be countering next turn? Oh, okay. Don't miss out on those land drops. Always a good plan. Let's gain the life. Open things up. Probably drop Tree of Tails here. I'd really like to find a Kenku. Let's look ahead into the future, shall we? Yeah, say bottom and then top. Another land wouldn't be too bad right here. All right. We can keep that Trinket Mage at bay just with our life total. Very reactionary opening hand we've had here. Hopefully we can do something with it. Disempower is underplayed. Can you bring that up, Dreamer's Tango? I don't have that on hard drive. But the good thing about Steel Sabotage, you can actually counter land drops, but I think if you're doing that, you're already winning. What do we have here? The Rogue Assassin has shown itself. Shall we counter it? I don't know if that's counter worthy. I'll counter it. Right, do the thing. Yeah, I've never been too big of a fan of those. All right, we got to end a turn Ambush Viper and all kinds of little tricks in our hand. So many options. Our mana's right. Feeling pretty good. All righty. Pahelinator. I can't speak. Thank you for the hype, my friend. Manipulate fate. Yeah, that's a good one for stopping mana screw, right? Okay. What do we have here? Maestro's Theater showing up. Pollinator. I'm wearing the championship shirt of, what do you call, the San Francisco 49ers. It's like, wah, wah, wah. Man, that sucks right about now. Guess we'll make them trip it. Darn it. Talk about something I should have, they can just block it. They don't even need to do the thing here. I'm hoping they block and then they do the undying trick, which I can dispel. So that's kind of my line there. Staying steady at about 22 life. Trinket Mage and Campfire locked in a head-on battle. Okay, that is enough lands officially. Let's attack. Just because. Alrighty. I think I played El Hakim just last night, so they definitely know what I'm up to here. That's unfortunate. Don't think we're winning this one, guys. We really need a Kenku to show up here. That would be really nice to start flying over and winning. Of course, I'm sure they've got one of the blades behind it, but nice thing about Kenku is it provides 2 bodies for 1. Still at 24. Boy, I'd really like to top deck either Mage or the Viridian Longbow right now. This really screams that they have Snuff Out in hand. Alrighty, that's not too bad. Kenku. Just in time. I'm going for it. I mean, we're winning the life battle, but 1 activation of rats followed by you-know-what. We're in bad shape. We do have the Annul. Double counterspell backup. We're going to have to wait till the very end of turn if we want to trip that campfire, because we need our blue mana badly here. Can't complain about the mana. 21 feels perfect for this list. Activating a longbow takes time, and 3 mana, it's a lot for a format this fast. Yep, that's my favorite black card, Crypt Rat. Deadly Dispute's a close second, but I know on our list we chose Deadly Dispute as the top card in Pauper for power level wise, but on a personal note, I've had too many good times with those rats. All right, well, nothing we can do here. And I'll say, sure. What do we got right behind this? 5 coming out our way, or they got the blade showing up here. Okay. The rogue assassin has shown up. We'll counter this. Do they have another? That would really suck. All right, we'll get the 2 life back. They're chipping away at us now. Gain life. Even now, put in 5 quality cards if we get into a pinch with like a bog scenario. Okay, that's enough lands deck. That is enough. Not much to hit with our Return to Nature, so hoping that maybe they have some graveyard shenanigans. We can mess around with some stuff, but for right now, I think I'm just going to swing here. Dalgona Coffee? What is that, VOTV? Am I walking into a dad joke, or what? What's happening? All right. Pulse of Murasa would be nice here. All right, we are taking 4 a turn with Campfire. We've got them on a 3-turn clock. They're over on a 5. Another Prowler. This is getting rough. Return to Nature is feeling pretty underwhelming right now. It's a nice insurance policy, but yeah, I just like black coffee myself. Okay, this is much better. Bring this out now. We're going to walk right into a Snuff Out, for which we do have the answer. Don't like that. Not worth countering. Not that we can. This life race is getting out of control. We really need to find a Trinket Mage or the bow. We've only got one way of stopping it with Dispel here. I think we need a really quick start to be favored in this matchup. I think this is a kind of a rock, paper, scissors sort of thing here. Well, do I block or not? I think not. Let this go. Come on, let's just get lucky. Get a mage. Let's top deck a mage. We got the mana to do everything. 3 life, draw a card. That sucks. We don't really have a Crypt Rat effect here. Another Trinket Mage. This is getting out of control. Anything but a land is what we need right about now. We could add to that total with Campfire, but right now it's keeping us alive, so don't really want to do that. Still don't think that's really worth getting rid of. Oh, if we could just top deck a bow here. Yeah, it's a rough matchup for sure. Any creature-based strategy, if your opponent's got 3 or more Crypt Rats, it's going to be a tough day out. Here comes Bog. Or the return of Bog, I would imagine. I'll gain the life. How broken would it be if this didn't have a tap on the 2 effect right there? You gain life and shuffle your board back. That'd be pretty sweet. It's just not worth getting rid of Candy Trail here. I think we're off to our loss here. That feels pretty good. Let's do this. Do we just hold our ground at this point? Stop the bleeding? Yeah, I'm going to do that. Candy Trail is kind of negating our bridge there, so see if we can get some sort of interaction going on here. Crypt Rat mice are a lot easier. I love it. By this point, they're probably sitting on a bunch of disputes and or, undying triggers. Oh, that's frustrating, isn't it? Oh, we can at least get rid of... I think it might be better if we just let them have their choice here. I could blow up a Vault of Whispers, but that's about it. All right. Snuff Out's a good card. Not at 10 life, though. I just didn't want to be hell-bent. At least this way we've got something on the books, right? Let's do this and this. I am done taking damage. Of course, Return to Nature. I'm afraid that Troll might be coming back if we don't find our combo here. It's frustrating. Draw your cards. Me too, Bacon Master, especially in a metropolis like, Greater Los Angeles where I'm at. There's so many good stores around here, and like I said, they had a really good Pauper thing going, and they just kept changing the start times and everything and confusing people, and one of the number one things you don't want to do. That's good. We'll just hang back and chill here. We'll consider tripping that Campfire for the second ability here if a Bog shows up. That's a lot of good cards. We like all of them, All right, one mystery card in our hand. Another candy showing up. Glad to catch some Pauper. Fujipurple, good to have you with us. Thanks for joining us. I've had like the slowest week at work almost ever. There's been some days I've done like half of what I used to do. Still got a job though, so I'm happy. Crypt Rat's making me want to hold back that Viper. Yep, Buy Me a Coffee's still going. We should have the... Actually, I don't know if I've got Dreamer Stango up to date on that link, but I'm sure a little bit of homework you could find it. This feels like Crypt Rats is headed our way, doesn't it? It really does. Let's get rid of these guys. This is probably a Deadly Dispute trick here. Something to use up their stuff there. Some fireworks will ensue. Let's see. And if the, what do you call, Tithing Blade shows up, I'll at least be able to sacrifice the Viper to it so I can keep my attack going here. So we get rid of their air power. I really thought we'd see some shenanigans, a little black instance happening there, but oh well. Yeah, if they have an answer to the Ambush Viper, if this is indeed a Tithing Blade, we're going to be in trouble. All right, well, we got to try that because that will kill our bridge. Tragic Slip, very underplayed. Okay, that sucks. 4 cards in our opponent's hand. All right, there's that. Oh, thank you, Chimpskey. Appreciate that. Boom, boom, boom. We'll bring this out. We'll gain some life. Don't think it's going to be enough. Just doesn't... Feels like we have to get lucky and our opponent just has to play their deck because the way it's matched up. We care a lot about certain creatures and they have plenty of certain answers. Boom, boom. Get. All right, what's going on here? We have a lot of Pulse of Murasa, so I don't want to trip that Campfire till I absolutely have to. Yeah. Do I just run right into this thing? I'm probably just going to be able to kill it. I'll hold back. Now I'm considering blocking one of those Trinket Mages just to keep our life total going here. There goes their life total. Yep. Down goes another Dispel. I don't think Duress is played enough, so kudos to our opponent for dusting that off. Such a good card in this format. All right, it's preserve time. Only reason they would do that is if they have an answer for that or another creature to block it. So might as well just trade here and only take one. And I do like that art in Duress, just the elf, just if you move an inch, you're going to get poked. Does anybody know what Skyfishers are going for? I just noticed I have like 30 of them. Only need 4. Don't know how I got so many. Oh boy, that's not what you want to draw here. Well, we've already seen Duress, so now we're only taking 1 a turn thanks to our Campfire. This is a good example of it's a tough matchup and we're drawing poorly, so that's what we're feeling. All right, time to trip it. Let's do the thing. But everything else, we're getting 12 cards back. Only one of them's a land, but it's a land we like because it's indestructible. Get back Kenku there. Skyfisher still bulk. Okay, yeah, because it hasn't been reprinted, and it seems like everybody needs multiples, so who knows? Drat. And here comes the late game plan. It would have been funny if I played Trinket Control, because I was this close to playing my version of it. So it's neat to see it across from me. Watch it punishes us with a land. Be like, no. Counterspell's not going to do too much here. But I'll take it. They're probably going to bring back the huge troll, and I got to stop that if I, you know. I don't know where our Pulse of Murasas are at. We have 4 of them. We went halfway through our list, and then we just put it all back. So at this point, maybe I'll have to throw back their Maestro's Theater in their own hand so that I can gain some 6 life here. All right, Crypt Rats and a Mole Drifter instead. I think I would have favored the troll. Can't really surprise block that, and I'm dead in one swing that way. Of course, the rat does it right now too. Get me down to 6. Double Aqueduct for the 2 on the rat. 1 black floating. Yeah, you got plenty to kill me there. So I got a rat is a must counter. Thank you, Counterspell. I don't know why I'm still playing. I'm just suffering here. Well, it looks like we're going to go to 1-1 at the 1 hour mark. Oh, that's cruel. It's going to lose it anyway. Let's pretend we have another one behind it. 1, 2, 3. Good, they're playing all 4. All right. Yep, that was very well played. Hakim, you deserve the win. All right. Let's go in for another. Switch the caffeinated products. Still need to take our first break and go get some coffee, but oh no, I didn't write down what the breaks were. I forgot. Oh well. Alrighty. So for those of you joining us late, while we're waiting for our next person, this is my little Simic Deathtouch. Uses the longbow in association with all of these. We get stuff back with this. This is our little part plan game 2 as far as attacking with evasion and putting them on a quick clock. I've got a whole plethora of 1-drops to choose from, so feels pretty cool. I almost always like seeing, yeah, no white bordered Crypt Rats here. Yeah, look at it. I got promo Skyfishers, foil Skyfishers, 16 of the regular ones. I must have played some Pauper draft and went all in on white there. Alrighty. Kind of a weird hand. We'll keep it. Just the basics here. Snakealicious is really going to like this list. We got 2 snakes in our hand. Maybe they're... Woo! Here comes the new Novice Inspector. Much better quote and art. It'd be nice to see a Preordain or a land. Okay, land it is. In this scenario, I might just play out the Recluse just to prevent attack, and if they have any sort of a journey, I'd rather them use it on a Deadly Recluse than our indestructible land that will be a 3/3 flyer. But for now, we're still guessing. Snakes on a plane. That'd be a great deck to just build around. All right, well, we've got the stuff. Let's bring out the Recluse. Hopefully it lives, and then we can at least defend it with Dispel. That is pretty much what it was, Dreamer Stango. It's like, yeah, take the Photoshop file of Trinket Mage and just put a hood on it with a beak. Okay, would have been really nice to have Dispel back up. Oh well. We're getting weenied to death here. Let me preordain, just in case we find a artifact land. We do not. I like these, though. We're only taking 3. I'll say bottom on the Campfire. We can always drum it up with something else. We'll say top on this, and I'll really reset our life total. Let's hold the fort down. We'll end of turn Viper and hope for the best. Ambassador Tony! I've designed so many elk token and cowboy hats for a new upcoming set. I need help. Thank you for joining us. All right, let's see him tap out here as we drop to 14. Be able to get that Recluse back. Worst case scenario. Reset our life at 20. That'll be nice. Alrighty. Barter Fist showing up. go. Deathtouch on board. Let's find some damn land here. Come on now. Neither. Yikes. Let's say bottom, top. The jig's up right now. I gotta, I'll say top. Bring this out. At least we've got some defensive capabilities here. Bit of a stretch. That Pulse of Murasa is going to feel very refreshing when it works, if it does. I just got to take this 6. Damn. Ouch. Pulse of Murasa is going to not feel as good. That's just going to be like a fog. And that's all right. This feels like they would be running Rites of Initiation with this build. It's not looking good for our heroes. Yeah, Fade Away is a trippy card. Definitely. All right, so we're going to need Annuls. And probably our Fog package. Nothing to do here on the Dispel front. Really was hoping I could maximize the protection. That's a great blocker. I think I just bring this out. This is rough. Don't know if we're going to be able to survive this turn. Change of plans with Trinket Mage. That'll stem a lot of bleeding with those inspectors. But yes, I want to do stuff. I believe we're going to want to take the bridge here. And Campfire will get us back in it, but I don't want to miss a land drop. We still have Dispel back up. So yeah, this is going to be a painful turn if we even live. Whoop. Come on, Snakealicious. You can't pick on snakes. This stage, I think I might want to just trade. This seems pretty far off, and there's just too many bodies. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's block here and here. Get rid of the bad art. Some Rites of Initiation. Feels like it. 5. Crunch. 2 guys down. We wish we had Annul instead of our Dispel main, right? Protection from snakes. That's right. Right. Well, we're going to have 2 more blockers with Kenku showing up and our indestructible Nis. Let's see what we can do. We can bring this out, have that, and then we can do this in response. I like that sequence. Kenku, target the bridge, don't attack, sit back, and try to rebuild our life here. The tension mounts. They got a bolt to the face. Synthesizer showing up. All right. What does this reveal? Synthesizer, number 2. Probably not what they wanted to draw. No, there it is. Yep. There's that. Exile a card. All right. We'll get rid of a Preordain. We're alive. Oh, we're alive. EOT Winged Coatl? No, I gotta really respect this Pulse of Murasa here. grab a Recluse. I think that's the better creature. There we go. Back up to 9. Counterspell in hand. 1, 2. Here we go. Triple goods on the counterspells. Feeling all right. Feels like we're coming back. Opponent's hellbent. Of course, those synthesizers could really make that a non-starter. Do I counter this just for the tempo scenario here? I think I do. Nope. You will be forever lost. Oh, wow. Didn't expect that. Weird. We'll take it. Because my bladder calls and I want some more coffee too. So what was this? Boros? All right. Here we go, everybody. We will be right back right after these messages. Woo!
The object of this challenge is to get across the obstacle course of challenges without getting dashed to death. Well done, Ken. Thank you. And this is Jack Blackman, who's giving everything he's got for the organ donors. Oh, he stumbles there. Oh.
He's a college dude, right?
Right you are, Ken. In fact, he's an organ exchange student. After a lifetime of chain smoking, he received a fresh set of lungs from a Himalayan Sherpa.
Well, but at the end of the semester, the lungs must be returned, and he's back on the ventilator.
Student loans are serious business, Ken.
Hey, this guy's looking really good.
Indeed, he set an excellent pace. And there he goes, clambering easily through the spongy bricks.
Wow.
You know, their blue color is deceiving, Ken. They're a lot harder than they look. And here he goes, moving nimbly past the nards of doom.
There he is. Look at him, he just roughly handles those balls. He's got the rope in hand, and he's going up! What a loser.
Oh, indeed. And speaking of losers, there's Minnie Pfister. She's a compulsive gambler and chip handler from the Chachinga Indian Reservation Casino. And there she goes, and oh my!
Damn, I had 20 bucks on her.
And here's Kip Smith.
No! What'd he say?
No idea, Ken. Kip's a tongue donor.
Well, how does he lick stamps?
That's what emails for, Ken. Oh, he takes it on the head. Oh, and into the grinder. And here's Johnny Cheadle. He's addicted to fabric softeners.
Let's go, Chief. Yeah.
And he takes off nicely. Look at him go. Oh, he's down there for a second.
Hey, what's the big thrill with fabric softener?
Well, Ken, not only are his clothes springtime fresh, but his breath is bouncy soft.
Oh.
And there he goes onto the trampoline. Into the sponges.
He's started off with tons of spunk, Vic.
Indeed, wads and wads of determination.
Well, I think he's left most of it on the course.
Indeed, it does appear he is slowing down a bit.
Oh, man, you know.
Still struggling through, though, Ken.
He is. He is determined, but I think he's done. I think he's spent.
Right you are, Ken. Sadly, most addicts rarely have the character or gumption to finish what they start. And there
All right, got my coffee. Bathroom break done. Most extreme elimination challenge. Here we go. Game 3. Let's see how we're going to do here. We've beaten a Simic Brew, Boros, lost to Trinket. We like this hand. Keep. It always feels like cheating when you can drop a come into play tap land and doesn't feel like you lose any tempo. There. See you, Chimpskey. Another Simic creation. Boy, Simic Saturday. That's what we should have called the show. Woo. Here we go. Our man was right. Hopefully they don't have a bunch of artifact hate main because that's all we're looking at. Spiders and artifacts. Yeah, there you go, the one, oh boy. We've got the deck list right there, thanks to Chimpskey. Seb McKinnon artwork. One of my lesser faves of his. Ooh, life's not going to matter here. This is cool. Hiya. Well, let's get our guy out. Not that we can block. We might be dead here. In Big Inn, Groundswell, etc. Let's not forget mutagenic growth. This is dream scenario for an infect player. Your creature goes unchecked, your opponent's tapped out, it's early, your hand's full of stuff. Are we alive? What did I say, Bacon Master? I forgot already. In Biggin, all right, one of my predictions is true. Got a Groundswell. It's almost like I can see their hand. Simic Saturday. There it is. I almost called it. I said Groundswell and Big and mutagenic, but they got us. Crunch. All right. We might not be that great against this style. We do have these, which is going to help immensely. What don't we need? We're not going to need campfires at all. One of the rare matchups where we can do that. We'll bring in an Echoing Truth. Don't believe we're going to need Tormod's Crypt. Don't really want to see it. That shows up. Let's do that. Dispel's going to feel really good. So are the fogs. Let's go. I would call that AG, an average game. Wasn't really good. Would I like to play first? Yes. We've got a little surprise party, unless it's, and we've got the longbow. We'll keep this. Kind of a dream scenario for our opponent. Those happen. It's neat when your combo is also your removal. Makes the deck feel like it's playing with like 80 cards and a 60 shell. Here's a good scenario here. We'll probably just be able to throw this Viper in front of that. Hopefully they don't have a Raincore within big an effect, and it's just a, they see an open trail and they're going to take it sort of thing. Double Ambush Viper feels pretty good. Too much respect for infect. Be nice to preordain here and set up our mana and ensure we can build Death on a Stick, but for right now, we're going to have to lay low. We'd like to see like a double and big in here. The blue. I wonder if they're running like, that's like scenario number 1. We still take 2. That's frustrating. And can't be blocked. All right. That's frustrating. Not much to do. Guess we'll let the cat out of the bag. Heal through the turn. Take a bunch. We're not going to be able to be blocking anytime soon. We hope we just draw into our fog. If not, we're going to have to preordain and just try to set things up. This is good. Any land is good. Let me see if we can find one of our fog effects. That'd be optimal. We've got the land. Another Viper, another Trinket Mage. I've got everything I need there. I'm going to say bottom, bottom. Spider. Okay. I've got to set up the win next turn if we live. We're not going to be able to block that because the this card's going to come back. So we're just going to attack here. Oops, meant to. Oh well. Darn it. Might be dead here. Any sort of trick here and we're just dead. You know, when I play Simic Infect, it's always against people with snuff outs game 1 and stuff. It's, I mean, we've got them next turn if we can pull this off, unless they're sitting on a Vines of Vastwood effect or what's that blue one? All your creatures gain hexproof. What was that called? It had a goofy name. It's right on the edge of my mind. Oh well. Very cool artwork on Distortion Strike. Dig it. That's it. Thank you, Pangolin Wrangler. Mizium Skin. What is our opponent doing here? Putting us on a fog draw. Bad news. Another forest shows up. That feels like pain. Birthday Escape. I don't even know what the ring does. Let's see. Your ring bearer. It's legendary and can't be blocked. Well, that's a little redundant, but I see how that would be good. Yep, we're dead. Yep, we're dead. Boy, that was like dream scenario for our opponent. I thought we would have like another 3-hour show today. Can't block, right? Why didn't this happen? Or did it? Just enough. Good job, Darth Nurgle. We're already into our last match. This is crazy. All right, let's go. 2-2. Honestly, I think if we had that matchup 10 times, we'd win 6 of them, especially after sideboarding. But our opponent just really had, had the nut draw. Felt like both games, so be neat to see that list. I got time to run another deck, that's right. Yeah, I've been working on this Madness list for a while. I almost played it today, a little bit too much Simic if I run it back to back. I've completely gotten rid of Aquamoebas. Yeah, and Trinket Control would be a little bit too much Campfire and kind of the same mentality. I almost played that today. Let's see if we can go 3-2 against Mega Stack. Woo! Boy, this is just everything except the fuel. Mulligan. This is pretty cool. We'll keep this hand. Throw back a basic. Say done. All right, we have planes in the building. I'm pretty happy with our openers here. Bring out the bridge. Nice to top deck a bow and just get this party started. Mono white? Or are they just slow rolling us? Dresland, this is a Simic Infect. I took out my Tranquility because I was like, not much heroic or hexproof going on. Right when I did it, I go, I'm sure tomorrow's show I'll run into something that uses a lot of enchantments, and here we go. So we got heroic for our last one. Winged Coatl would be really funny to top deck here. All right, let's do here. I'm not sure if this is going to be all that. If I top deck something, I'll want that draw. So let's keep things moving here. We could bring up our deck list there. Dreamer Stango, I'd appreciate it. Dreslin wanting to know what we're playing. Been playing this all week. Every evening. Having lots of fun with it. We need to find a spider and quick. Play this as a distraction. Sometimes if you play your Vipers now or your Flash creatures, they can click through their attack phase. We've seen that happen once. The one, oh boy. 2.5 times a... Yep, there we go. No attack. Sometimes it works. First strike, or they just really fear that. I'll bring out the Campfire. Not much to do here. Feels like we're waiting to lose to this Skyguard here. If I miss a Saturday show, it takes me all week to watch it on YouTube. That's true. Yeah, First Strike and Deathtouch don't get along. It's going to be a pain. But looks like they're a little shy on the 1 mana drops for buffing at least. You know, I will probably block that cat because we want that Murasa to turn on. So I think I might attack with this regardless. It's not like we're at 1 life, but that'll probably be remedied quick once Glitter shows up or something. I don't know. It doesn't seem like they have enough for Glitters. Maybe we just haven't seen enough of the list. Ancient Dens and such. Here we go. Gain 2 life. Let's just top deck. Come on, top deck of a Longbow. Longbow. Almost as good. I'll do this. Trinket Mage. No reason to not play it. Yep. I want to do good stuff, please, before we get ahead of ourselves. We'll rock like this. Pull this off. Here we go. I hate dinosaurs and magic. That is one colorful avatar, isn't it? All right, this will speed things up greatly. Fortunately, I think they're probably holding a lot of prevention answers here, so Seeker of the Way, that's random. I guess not. Not a fan of this artwork. That just looks goofy to me. Right. Do we take 8? It looks like we do. 1, 2, 3. Activate the Campfire. Shoot. I'm happy to have that Trinket Mage die, because now we have a Pulse of Murasa target, right? That feels pretty funny. But let's equip here. And send it back. Or do we shoot now? This is tough. I think we shoot now. Nope. Because they don't want them to draw into like their Benevolent Blessing and stuff like that. So I'm going to shoot this now. It'll reduce the cost there. We can trade here and activate the Campfire. Might be able to pull this one off. You know, they don't always have it. I'm just assuming people, when I play this style, I usually have Benevolent Blessings all over the place. So, used to run Pestermite in this list so that I could have a scenario where I play it for an Edict, untap the tapper, and kill 2 things on 1 turn. You run a Spellstutter Sprite package, it's pretty nice that way too. 1 card in their hand. This is feeling winnable now. That's true, Dreamer Stingo. That would be a good quote. They don't always have it. It's like Hopeful Mage. Now that's a terrible play. Y'all know what I feel about that. Keep me guessing. Don't just let me know that the coast is clear. I think I want to sit back on Winged Coatl here. These are not good choices when you're hellbent. Okay, those trade. Murasa's live. There's no reason they don't have any cards. Gain some life back. Yeah, Winged Coatl plan's folly because it has first strike, so ooh, that's good times. Jeez. Things just keep getting better. You know, how do I just want to kill it now? I think I do. I just don't want them to top deck, you know, some sort of a protection from green spell. Now they're feeling pretty naked. Let's see what we can do here. We can always activate Campfire. I think they could have had, I don't know. They definitely could have played better though. Oh, me too, Dreslin. If I wish this was a 2 or a 3 though. No attackies. We'll gain 2 life. Nothing has first strike now, so the Winged Coatl is live, but we don't have a forest to really do anything with it. So I believe I'm going to just play a pretty... Uh-oh, here we go. So yeah, this is just bad magic. You're hellbent. You're going all in on this. I've got Death on a Stick, just waiting a 2-for-1, yeah. Good news, looks like we're going to go 3-2. Watch, they just shut the door and play out of their mind that games 2 and 3. Come on, opponent. What's up with this? Do I have to do this? It's their clock that's running. We'll give them to the top of the minute. Not quite sure what they're doing here. Yeah, Pauper Tim's in the house. Kenku really does save the day a lot of times, providing 2 blockers. Usually one is indestructible. Maybe they're very inebriated in their neck of the woods. Maybe it's the evening and they're what explains some of the some of the moves. Not quite sure if they know what's going on here. We have activated. Let's do the thing. Get up to 12. Still not even hurt our opponent yet. That should change soon. Let's just shoot this now. I think we could preordain here. Maybe we can find a green source. Come on, green source. All right. Death on a Stick. Echoing Truth might be good here. I'd much rather have these. Let's get rid of stuff first of all. We're not going to really be needing Gingerbrute to steal Monarch or anything else. I think we could probably get away with getting rid of 1 and 1 here. Maybe a Dispel. We'll bring in the full fog package. Things might get out of control. And I think we'll bring both of these in, favoring that. Double check the maths here. This could be relevant if they don't have first strike. Nice little instant way to kill it and then go get 6 life and return and start doing stuff again. However, they've seen our longbow plan. White does have quite a few ways to deal with stuff like that, but I think we'll just lean on Counterspell on the 1 here and just trying to play smart. Pagan Master. Yeah, unfortunately I tend to be a pretty good inebriated player. I don't suggest doing that, folks, but there is something that goes very well, having a few drinks and playing Magic late at night. Sometimes I'm like, how did I win that one? And it's usually sheer bravado and I don't know what that would be called, just recklessness. They say history favors the bold for a reason, right? Yeah, true. That could be the thing, right? All right. Our opponent's taking a bit here. Let's see what we're going to do. I think you might be right, Dreamer Stingo. Come on, opponent. There we go. Last time I played, drew my starting 7. I had to put it down and laugh for a few minutes. When I finally calmed down, everyone was asking me if I was okay. Turn 1 winter orb. That's cruel. Tricky hand. The whole reason we play Preordain is to be able to keep these kind of hands. And it is worth keeping. We have Fog. We've got a counter magic. We've got searchability. So we will keep this. We are on the draw. This is correct for the maths that is in the deck. But the other night, meaning last night, I had a very similar hand and had to scoop. Even with 21 lands, I didn't see one forever. Oh, with a welding jar backup. That's cruel. Nice. All right. The scenario. Will it repeat itself? Let's see some lands, please. Even a basic island would be nice. We can always mage for the land here. All right. I'm going to say bottom on that. Let's say top here. We've already played land. Okay. There we go. I think they probably have another Skyguard. It's rare for heroic lists to not have a 1-drop right away, so it suggests maybe they went kind of deep on the flyers here. Or maybe it's another Seeker, who knows. God, it looks like we have more than 7 cards. It's an optical illusion. Or they're flooded and they have an extra step, who knows. Did you lose a step? No, it's a secluded step. What on earth? All right, I am baffled now. We really need to draw just a basic. If we just found a basic forest, that would be so ridiculous. We've only got 2 on the list, so. I had a modern list that out of the blue, I brought this up once or twice over the years, but way back in I think it was 2009 or something, I entered a modern one with, do we just counter this? I'm going to, we've got another one in our hand. I'm going to just counter that. But it was a land destruction list with Trinisphere and the Deus of Calamity, I think it was. Man, that thing, I entered a challenge with it out of the blue and I got 5th, I think. No, it was 3rd. I remember Louis Scott Vargas, I think it was, mentioned it on the mothership because at that time the meta was pretty established, but I was thinking well, everybody needs lands, and there's a goblin that acts like what is it? Rune Blaster Goblin or something. So it was like playing with 8 Avalanche Riders, and then I would use Noxious Revival on my land destruction spells, pay 2 life, and just keep redrawing Stone Rains. It was pretty cool. But God, I upset some people. They're like, that's not a meta deck. It's like, well, why is it winning? I've got a Simic Infect list that uses Aether Vial and Spell Skites. That's a lot of fun. Set it to 1 and 2 and you just have all kinds of fun. I'm not too worried about a Benevolent Bodyguard attacking me. hold the counterspell for something a little more relevance. We shall see. Insomniac images. What did you use to regarding draw spells? For which brew are you talking about? That I don't know about. Maybe I counter that. I do have Terrifying Presence here. I didn't really have much card draw in it. It was just a very honest deck. Bird of Paradise, you know, for acceleration. It was like turn 2 land destruction over and over and over again. Pay 2 life for Noxus Revival and just keep doing it. I think I'll counter that. It's a good spell. It's just they don't have any other quality creatures in their hand. Yeah, we do that too, Bacon Master. My son and I, when we play on the kitchen table, I'll be like, Judge! We've even used it playing non-magic games. Like, we'll be playing Settlers of Catan or Ticket to Ride or something as a family and be like, Judge! Somebody has some OP turn or does all this stuff. And they check their cards. Deck check! Defiant Strike. We've just turned into a control list here. We've already got the Longbow. I'd like to get our mana right, so if we don't draw a land here, I think I'm just going to mage into a land. Alright, let's do that. Because this will die. I'll block on purpose so we can Pulse of Murasa it back and get some stuff going here. Okay, we're not out of the woods here. Yes. Do you want to do these good things? Of course I do. I think I'm just going to bring out a bridge. Our other option would be, you know, we've got the Campfire option. We could play a seat and hold back a Dispel. I just want to get our stuff right. We'll play it. It's the setup turn here. Insomniac Mages, try Noxus Revival if you're going the land destruction route. I really like that card. It's nice being able to top deck any good card for just 2 life. I wish that would get downshifted. I'd love to see that. I'm going to keep using our life as a resource here. Actually, I mean the opposite of that. I'm going to preserve our life because we haven't really found our Campfire yet, or a kill card, which will be able to Terrifying Presence out of the deal pretty quickly, even with first strike. Unless they give our creature... No, that wouldn't work. Chow Mano, that's frustrating. They're going to call blue or green here? Strange. I don't know why you would attack with a warrior token. Do you have mutagenic growth? Either way, I want my Trinket Mage to die here, but now I can't do that. A seat shows up. I'll bring out the bow. We can fog and dispel. Let's just chill here. Kind of a clunky scenario here. Got all the right answers, just in the wrong order. Oh, I love me some Terrifying Presence. You're able to block, fog, and kill something. You can always choose their creature too. Just know if you kill the creature, the fog does not happen. That's frustrating. I'm going to counter this. I'm just bored. I know they draw the card, or they don't get to draw the card. Do I just take it this turn? Still pro blue. I'm going to take this. God, I wish I had a Murasa target. I can return their step to their hand. Just to gain some life here. Let's do that. Kind of a goofy play. But we need the life. Why Terrifying Presence? Is that what you're asking? Because we can target our Deathtouch creature, and everything gets fogged except that, and then I can block their best scenario and kill it, all for the same mana. Oh, darn it. Now we draw the answer for Pulse of Murasa. That's frustrating as hell. Let's do this. I guess now we just equip this up. Really need to find some answers here. I guess we'll grab Forest. 1, 2, 3... We'll just do this because we can always tag that later. Frustrating. Now we could fog and kill the Seeker. Depends. They do have 3 cards. One of them thanks to us. See if they cycle it. I'm sure they will. Skyguard. Okay. Well, we've got an option to kill. Watch him sack Bodyguard to keep Skyguard alive. That'd be pretty funny. It just shows my son's brain power. First time I played this against him, he read the card and then he shot it. And I was like, God, that took me like weeks to figure out of a mistake that actually worked. All right. We're at 14 all of a sudden. Feeling pretty good. Thanks, Murasa. I think we just take this. Shoot the Skyguard here. They played the step. Oh, well, this is interesting. We'll do the fog first. We'll choose our mage to not die. Then we'll block the Seeker. Shoot the Skyguard, I think. If the Seeker gets activated, we can shoot it in response. Block here. Show us the trick. Okay. Bye-bye, Seeker. Shoot here. Sack the Bodyguard. Do it. Counterspell feels pretty good. Really clunky draws here. Don't play the land, opponent. Hold it. Unless you're holding another land. Maybe that is right. All right, we can take this. Not out of the woods here. I mean, if we don't draw a poison creature. Remember, I think we mulliganed and we threw back our Viper. It's like, that was a mistake. Looking at it now. I had a crystal ball. Let's do here. Have not damaged our opponent yet. Another Terrifying Presence. Might as well attack. We just need a poison critter. Even a Pulse of Murasa to reset a turn or two. Okay, we'll just shoot that. Take another 5. Come on, let's draw a Deathtouch creature. hold that counterspell for maybe their protection answer they're holding. I don't know. Not what I needed. Let's shoot now. Dreslin, thank you so much. Subscribing for 2 months. We need to find something quick. I was really hoping we'd have a Deathtouch creature there, because then we could block and fog and the game would be over. Now, if they have another Chow Mano, or even better, a Benevolent Blessing, and they call green, then this is kind of over. I'll counter that. I don't find an answer here. We are going to be in trouble. I hope you're not referring to this brew, Dreslin, because like I said at the top of the show, I've taken this to only 2 challenges over the years, and I've gotten in the top 15, I think it was, both times. It's a nasty little list. It's hiccuping here, but there's a fairy version of it that I've made, and we'll target this. But yeah, we do have some pretty crazy brews. I probably should have played something even crazier, because last week we 5-0'd, and I usually... Oh, God, come on, list. I don't want to have to use these presences for nothing. Lordy. We can't attack. We might as well... I mean, we can't block. Compliment? Oh, I get you. No, I definitely have some kooky brews here and there. Most of the time they lead to something pretty cool, though. You flush them out. You know what I'm surprised hasn't been broken yet is Extort. Seems like there's a good Extort list out there that... What's that one? Bat. It's a 1/2 for 1 and a black flyer with Extort. I remember I made a deck long ago. We're talking like 2008 or 9 that used... drawing cards. It used Extort. I called it Gray Ghost. That's right. Hopefully they don't have a protection from spell here, because if they call green on this, then I'm just dead. This is only game 2 though, so let's remember won the first one. No attackies. Ah, there we go. Of course, we will have to just ping this here. A lot of things we're dead to here. But this has first strike too, so we just have to walk right into it. But we can at least block it for now. So many ways this gets away from us here. Hopefully they just don't attack. That'd be optimal. Blood Fountain already works, Insomniac. What you talking about? That just goes in any list that's black with creatures. You're going to remember it has for... Darn it. Why can't I get a bad opponent? All right, now we want a Pulse of Murasa. So we can buy a turn here. At least we can block now. But first strike's not going to do too much here. Yeah, I used to play Costly Plunder before Deadly Dispute came out. Designed a deck with one of my friends. That's a little late to the party, huh? Mega Stack, I think, is probably just a new player. They had the win right there if they just called green at that point, too. So, do here. Boop doop. We might beat them on time the way they're playing. 6 minutes to 14. Oh, plunders, I get you. We're alive. 2 cards in our opponent's hands. Anything but a land. Okay, that qualifies. Of course, this will be coming back, so I don't think we can win unless we find the 4th Terrifying. Or that. That's good. That's really good. That'll get us. That'll keep us alive. Is there a way to do both? No, I'll say bottom and then top. Top. 2, 3. Let's pulse back the Deadly Recluse. Technically, we don't even need to do anything here. We'll play it out. We're going to be taking damage regardless. They're going to be calling green when that rebounds, I would imagine, so I might as well attack for 2 here. Thank you, Preordain. It's a close game, actually, if we can just deal with this turn. Thank goodness it doesn't have heroic ability. March Unscathed going to get in for a... If they've got like an ethereal armor, we're dead. Oh, I like Executioner's Capsule. I like it a lot more in the deck that just beat us a few rounds ago, Trinket Control, which I almost played today. It's always nice to be able to fetch it with Trinket Mage. I think you could go with like a black garden shell, but instead of green, you just splash a little bit of blue for that mid to late game Trinket Mage and keep it simple. Font of Agonies. Yeah, we're dead. Just dead. Look at that. Did they not play the protection from... Why didn't they rebound that? I think they just clicked through it. Well, oh, please. Yeah, let's not do that. They had the win there. I don't know why they didn't do the thing. We can block now. Why on earth did that not... I've done that too, though. You know, you click through it. Oh, this guy. Poor dude. First strike, you don't even need it. And you're doing that in the wrong order. Do that 2nd time in a row. Hopefully they watch this back and get a little lesson out of it. We should have been dead like 4 times over right now. Yeah, just put Campfire in it. It's like a band-aid for all four. Okay, we'll let them have this, and we'll go to game 3. Can't believe we lost that. But you turn to nature. That would have been nice. Should I be playing Annul over the Dispels? At least 1 or 2 of them, probably. Let's fit in the last one here. That's a counter. Got all the right pieces. It's just we just drew all lands. That was really weird. Woo! All right. Let's see what we can see. Decent. Yeah. Keep. First strike is the enemy of this list. Not sure if Campfire or Ambush Viper is the play. I think Ambush Viper. We got a Lagona. Any turn 1? Turn 1. All right. Ambush Viper it is, unless Ethereal Armor shows up. Land, please. All right. That's pretty good times. A little mini combo in hand. Let's just find a basic island and I won't complain for the rest of the game. I almost promise. First strike. What is this junk? I don't like first strike. Well, they didn't really understand first strike last game, so I think I'll flash this out just to maybe buy a fog effect here. Let's do that. I don't want to run right into it. Let's see. Regardless, we got Terrifying Presence next we can block and kill it, minus the first strike damage. Don't got protection, so you better not attack. I feel like a cat playing with a mouse. This is bad. Apologies to our opponent there. Bring out Campfire. See if our Terrifying Presence tricks works. If not, we Trinket Mage, go get our good stuff, and rinse, repeat. Hopefully. We're not out of the woods yet. Some timely protection spells, and we're just dead here. They go Chow Mano Green. We're in a world of hurt. That's funny, Jedi mind tricks. I remember when a lot of the new movies came out, I was just like, why would Yoda even need a lightsaber with his powers? You know, you just figure you could just completely just do mind stuff, you know? Yeah, this kind of sucks here. I've got a solid list. It's just need to review how stuff works in Magic, right? All right. Oh, let's bring out another creature. They might have something along the lines of Journey to Nowhere. Yeah, Campfire may make the clock actually work here. Oh, that's nice to draw. Jeez. Now I can hold up Fog. Don't even have to Mage here. All right. Well, if they don't attack again, we can just gain some life. Okay. That thing is big and scary. Oh, I think everybody would be attacking there. The one, oh boy, I think we're just running up against somebody kind of new to the format here. All right, there we go. Oh, Fog. Targeting this. This will really confuse them if they just realize what first strike does. They'll be like, wait, why didn't it work? Pop the bodyguard. Block. I was thinking they might not do that. Gonna need another bodyguard effect for that to go down. And they might have it. We're not out of the woods here. That 1 mana instant. Real bad play here would be like, use your mana. So now there's the potential for that to be a thing. Well, it doesn't have trample. But I'm not going to mess around here. We're going to do this now. I think we wait till the beginning of their upkeep to do this. At least make them use some of their mana here. However, they have shown they have Chow Mano's Blessing, which if we let them untap, we've already seen that, but we've already seen the other one too. I'm going to do it now. Opponent's got 1 minute. We might actually win on time. That'll be weird. They have an Umbra, so yeah, we're not out of the woods here. But the clock, the clock's a thing. See, I should have done that on their upkeep. Little mini punt there. I do believe, no, never mind. That's not incorrect. The replacement effect just happens. It doesn't go to the graveyard and then come alive again. So, all right, looks like we're going to win on time. Tick tock, you don't stop. Will it die? He's probably having to click through this Umbra effect, which is not very, what's the word? All right, there we go. So anyway, this is what I've been playing all week. I really like this list. Recommend you sleeve it up. This is kind of a wiggle room spot, these dispels here. You can always consider, I do like having access to one Witching Well. Some of those games that just get kind of locked out. But between this and this, you're usually able to stay alive to either fly over and get them with this or, you know, keep everything dead on the table and such. So anyway, guys, I'll be back same time, same place next week as we go out with, let's do a little sunrise, Pauper style. Thanks, everybody. We'll be online all weekend. Hope to see you. Spread the word about Pauper. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Until then, this is deluxeicoff signing off for Propaganda. Enjoy our Pauper perspective.